Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Angels of Alchemy. I'm your host, Dee Grewal. So a little bit about me. I'm a psychic medium and angelic channel. I communicate with the angelic realm as well as the spirit world. I'm also an animal communicator. I communicate with pets that have passed on and also pets that are here. I'm just starting this channel, so I would really love for your support. If you could please just give me a like and a subscribe so that I can build my audience and get my channel up and going and out there. I'm really looking forward to this new adventure. I was guided to start this channel by the angels and spirit, and so I'm really looking forward to sharing some of the things that they're sharing with me to do. So I am going to be doing videos for all the zodiac signs. I'll be posting videos of all the zodiac signs, as well as doing general readings and readings for full moon or new moon. And sometimes I'll be doing meditations. It'll be how I feel guided, how they guide me to work. There'll be readings for the collective, and also about ascension and where we're at on the path of ascension. So as I said, I'm very excited to get this going and moving. So I really appreciate your support, and please give me a like and a subscribe so I can get myself out there. You can also find me on Facebook. You can find me as Dee Grewal, Psychic Medium and Angelic Channel on Facebook, as well as on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as the Angels of Alchemy. I'm in the midst of creating a page for the Angels of Alchemy. So when that's up and going, I'll let you know about that for Facebook. I already have it on Instagram, but I'll have that on my Facebook as well. But like I said, you can find me on Facebook as Dee Grewal, Psychic Medium and Angelic Channel. And so I felt very guided to do some messages today from the angels. I am going to be doing a general reading today for the collective. We've just had a full moon in Scorpio, and this happened to be quite an intense full moon. And so I wanted to do messages for kind of the week ahead and some of the things that could be possibly coming up, and what messages and guidance the angels may have for us at this time. So I welcome you to just take a moment to quiet your mind, and if you can, close your eyes just for a moment and think about what's on your mind at this time, what's coming up for you right now, some of the things that you're wanting to work through, any guidance that you need. Focus on the issue that you might have and that you're requiring guidance for. Just take a moment to do that. And I'm also taking a moment to tune in to the messages that are coming through for me from the Angelic Realm. Part of my work on this page is going to be channeled messages, where I will allow myself to be guided by the angels and speak the messages that the angels bring to me. So I'll be channeling messages specifically from them, and I will do that periodically, especially when I feel that the energies are intense and I feel guided to. So let's begin our reading. And so today is, I believe, May 19th, day after the full moon in Scorpio. We had some very intense energies there. So I want to look at the week ahead and some of the things that we're looking at for this week, and the messages that the angels have for us as we start the beginning of this week. I have a few decks that I'm going to be working with today. I'll be working with there's a couple of tarot decks I'm going to be using, as well as my Moonology deck and some Oracle decks that I have here. And I'm going to start with a message from the angels, asking them kind of what the main focus is going to be for the week ahead for us. and what's most important for us to know at this time. So I'm asking for a message for all of us, for the collective, a general reading. I'm asking the angels to help me to hear, see, feel, and know their divine loving guidance and the messages that they wish to share. And let them be in the highest good of all, with divine blessings for all parties involved. These decks are kind of very sticky today. Not as loose than I like, so I feel like there's some stuck energy that I'm feeling. Let's see. What is the focus of the week going to be about? What are we focusing on? These decks aren't flowing. This isn't like as flowing as it usually would. It's usually a lot easier for me to shuffle. And today it seems a little stuck. So I feel like there's some stuck energy coming up this week. Yeah, this deck is not moving. Let's see. Let's take that one out. Okay. So I get the sense and feeling that this is going to be a week of healing. There's this feeling of whatever you've been releasing up to this point, and I feel especially what's come up for you as far as this full moon in Scorpio. I feel it was a very emotional full moon, and whatever's come up, okay, it's about healing. This week is going to be focused on healing. This is about, I feel, a lot of emotional healing, and for some of you, I feel it's physical healing as well. But it's bringing into balance. There's a focus on bringing things into balance. That's also what I'm getting here. It's they're also guiding me about really coming into a place of mind, body, and spirit balance. I'm also feeling that there's been some conflicts with communication. So because I'm being drawn to the throat chakra here. So I feel that this week there is a theme on communication. And we'll go further into this. So that's, I'm being very much drawn to my throat chakra here. But I feel like the angels are helping you to authentically speak your truth. There's a theme also, I feel, with boundaries and having boundaries with people. So, but you have Archangel Raphael stepping forward this week as you're going through some healing. And I'm going to get deeper, obviously, into the reading and see what's going on and what we're focusing on healing. There is something about relationships here, past relationships that have come to completion, karmic cycles that have come to completion also. And there's, if you haven't stepped out of something that's just ended, this is about healing from past energies, healing from past relationships that were emotional, some kind of vibration that's still being held onto that needs to be released. And it's also because somehow you weren't able to speak your truth. That's something, that's for some of you, that's coming up very strongly here. I am going to pull from the Moonology cards, asking for the angels for a message. Let's focus on the moon energy here. What's it bringing to the surface? What are we looking at for the week ahead? How did the full moon in Scorpio affect many of us? And this is a general reading, as I said. And we'll see what they have to say about this week. Asking for guidance for the week ahead. Please help me to hear, see, feel, and know your divine loving guidance. And let the messages that come through be in the highest good of all, with divine blessings for all parties involved. Asking for guidance and messages for the week ahead. and what's come up as a release from the full moon, Scorpio. A lot of people going through major changes, more so about chapters closing. You could be moving into new work. I also feel that there's something about careers, moving on to a different job, more aligned with your path. So some changes amongst some changes within the work environment, that's coming up also. So perhaps you've been looking for some work, some endings there also. Let's see what messages and guidance we have for us. Okay, one card. I picked up 2 cards. Okay, so we're getting some guidance here. You know what? Let me show you this card also. This is the card that we got with Archangel Raphael. And from my Moonology deck, we have Meditate and Contemplation. Okay, New Moon in Pisces. So there is some Piscean energy right now, but it's time to take a step back, reevaluate where you are and how you wish to move forward. Whatever emotions have come up for you, sorry, excuse me. Whatever emotions have come up for you from this full moon, there's a need for you to just take a time out on your own and take the time to quiet your mind so that you can go into a place of reflection and contemplation before you move forward and before you take that next step. Okay? Again, and that's because you need to find a balance. There needs to be a balance here. Okay? So I really feel strongly that there's a theme around balance this week, as I picked it up with both the cards. So let's just go deeper into this and see what else is coming up here. I'm just getting an idea for the week ahead. This one came up. Okay. It's like, so I'm going to get another one out of this deck. And I'll show you them in just a moment. Those wanted to come very quickly, so I'm just going to show you the messages. This is the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck. And I'll tell you what I'm getting here. So you're being guided to take the time out to meditate. There's some ideas that have been bubbling to the surface, but I feel like there's confusion surrounding those ideas, and there's confusion surrounding your path. And this is why you're being guided to take the time out for a moment to meditate. And let me just say this, during the full moon, I always find it's a great time to detox and to do a cleanse, to also focus on self-care and nurturing. And just to take the time out to be in quiet contemplation, whether you're outside connecting in nature, or whether you're just taking the time out to sit and meditate. I feel that's really important during any full moon period. in order for you to gain clarity, because we do a lot of releasing during the full moon. And in order to have a clear mind and clarity on our next step, it's always good to take that time out. There's some ideas that have been bubbling to the surface, and the angels are stepping in here and saying that they're working on guiding you forward. However, you need to take a leap of faith. This is about you taking that first step. And if you've been asking for guidance and feel like you haven't been getting guidance, but there's been these ideas, if you're having repetitive thoughts about something, and it's the same thing coming up over and over, it means that you need to pay attention to that, because before you get that next piece of the puzzle, you need to address that. So I almost get the sense and feeling they're making me aware of there is an idea or something that you've been wanting to work on that they've been guiding you towards. They're also saying to take the leap of faith and begin a new adventure. So there's something new, but they want you to take that first step forward, and then the next piece of the puzzle is going to come. But they're also saying learn to appreciate what is in front of you and what you already have and how far you've come on your journey up to this point. So that's coming up. So you need to appreciate and have gratitude for where you are on your journey, what your path has been up to this point, and see the beauty that's around you. Don't focus on the negative, because this card's making me aware of there's been a focus on the negative, okay? I'm focusing on lack, I'm focusing on what I don't have versus what you do have. They're making me aware of that. But also, they're saying there's a huge world out there, and there's possibilities in abundance and opportunities in abundance, okay? So as you begin your new journey and take that leap of faith and be willing to go on a new adventure, know that there's amazing opportunities ahead of you. So I feel like this week is the beginning of something solid, okay, going forward. You're coming out of a time where I feel there possibly could have been challenging, and I feel a bit of a dark time, but you're breaking free. I almost feel like breaking free from what's been holding you back, okay? And the full moon in Scorpio was really pushing and bringing that forward. You know, when you look at the sign of Scorpio, it really is the phoenix rising from the ashes. It is the card of transformation. It's also a card of transcendence, all right? And they're saying that you're at a point in your life right now where you're at a crossroads. So there's also a decision that needs to be made. And I feel that once you make that decision, I feel there's something about you're walking away from something that no longer serves you. And this is a part of your journey, and this needs to happen before you can move forward to that next step. That's really what I'm getting here. And there's a lot of emotion that I'm feeling from closing this chapter, closing this door. And I feel that there's something karmic here. We're completing a cycle, okay? It looks like there's a completion of a cycle, all right? And as you're doing that, it's bringing you into a place of balance. You're healing, mending, and releasing. And this has all been from the full moon. But as you're doing so, you're crossing over the bridge. You're getting past the challenges that you've had. This has been quite an intense year from January all the way up to now. And I would say really it would have started at the end of last year, some of the energies that have affected where you are right now. So just be aware of that. But there is a lot of emotion that I'm feeling. I have so much blue in the cards, and there's constriction in the throat chakra that I also feel. That are you honoring your authentic truth? Because this is about you honoring your path, honoring your authentic truth, okay? And also speaking what needs to be spoken. I also feel that there's a few of you that are meant to be on the path of some kind of speaking. There's something, either your teachers, you know, some leaders. I really feel this is about light workers, okay, stepping up to the front now. It's time for you to get moving with your life purpose. But everything that's happened up to now, appreciate where you are on your journey, recognize your accomplishments, and know that you are moving forward. Also, they're bringing into my awareness here that where you felt some form of stagnation, that is no longer. Things are moving. And remember this, even if you can't see things moving, if you can't see things moving, don't feel like things aren't moving, because there's a lot happening behind the scenes that are very much leading you to where you need to be. And remember, things happen in divine time. It's not your time. And there is, in divine time, there is no time. So, and let go of the fear-based energy, okay? Because that's the lower vibrational energy. It's something that's holding you back. You need to free yourself from fear. Be willing to take a leap of faith. Be willing to look at everything that's around you and look at the universe in wonderment. Look at the universe as you're looking at it for the very first time. Notice the beauty around you. Learn to appreciate. When you get into a place of gratitude and appreciation, it's a lot easier for you to manifest and attract towards you those things that you really want, your hopes, your dreams, your desires, your goals. When you're in a higher vibration, when we focus on gratitude and appreciation, we are in a higher vibration, versus when you're in a place of fear, when you're in a place of anger, when you're in a place of frustration, you're in worry. That's such a low vibration, and you're only attracting more of that lower vibration towards you. Okay, so we're going to move on with the reading. I'm going to get into the tarot cards. I'm also going to pick cards from John Holland's deck here. Actually, I'm going to leave these, specifically these cards, I'm going to leave up here. Oh, this is the wrong way around, sorry. Give me a moment, because I want to see how much this is going to be connected to. So again, taking a moment to focus your intentions on what it is that you want to know most at this time. Asking the angels. Please help me to hear, see, feel, and guidance. Asking for messages and guidance for our week ahead, for the collective. What messages of guidance do you have for our week ahead, for the collective? General reading for the collective, asking for messages and guidance from the Angelic Realm and Seven Masters. What are we going to be? What is the focus of the week ahead? What are some of the things that are going to be coming up for us this week? And I'm feeling balance very strongly. So really does tie into, right underneath begin now, we have passion ignited, okay? So the ideas that are being brought to your awareness, it's your soul's desire. It's your higher self communicating to you. These ideas are coming from your higher self, and they're coming from the divine. And this idea you're having is something that you feel passionate about. So this is where you need to take a leap of faith toward your passions and your desires. But there seems to be this self-imprisonment. You're so much in your mind about how to move forward. And again, this is about you releasing things, moving away from things that no longer serve you, so you can move forward to that next step. This is why you need to quiet your mind and go into contemplation, because there is an idea that wants to come into fruition. There's something here. There's this new aspect of your journey, okay, that is literally just, it's waiting for you to embrace. Okay, the doors are flying open, but the thing that's holding you back are your thoughts, because you're just stuck in this fear-based energy. So there seems to be a lot of mental conflict going on right now, and there's too much emphasis on either the past or the future. Instead, you need to focus your energies in the present, okay, so that you can move forward. You're being divinely guided. You're asking you to trust your intuition. Trust what's coming up for you. And if it's repetitive, know that that's your guides, your angels, spirit supporting you on your path, and they're giving you direction. When we get guidance that is repeated, we need to pay attention to it. So there's something about trusting your intuition. What's interesting here is we have 2 cards with 2 on it. We have 2 2s, okay? And anytime you have repetitive 2s within angel numbers, it's really about having positive thoughts, because you're manifesting very, very quickly, all right? So let's go further into some of the things that are going on right now. I'm going to be moving these kind of to the side for a moment. So go into a message for the collective, asking my guides, my angels and spirit to give me direction for our week ahead, and what are some of the things that are coming up for this week ahead. General reading for the public. What messages of guidance do you have? I'll take those 2 cards because it seems that they want to come out. Yeah, very much connected to the reading. Very much connected to the messages that we've gotten so far. So let me just start by saying here, you have the Hermit card. We have the Fool. King of Wands, which I'm feeling is your energy here. And the 8 of Pentacles. So the very first thing that's coming up here really ties into what I've already spoken about, the need for you to take a time out, okay, to go into quiet contemplation and meditation. And if you've been in a period of where you've been in that hermit phase of your life, it's now time for you to come out and start that new journey. So the Hermit is really about you taking the time for that introspection, reflection, contemplation. It's going within, all right, withdrawing from the outside world so that you can find balance, mind, body, and spirit. And this is where you'll get clear about that next step and where you're going to be moving forward to. I feel, again, there's been a lot of emphasis this year about the ending of cycles, okay? Things coming to completion. and doors are closing, but new doors are opening, and new opportunities are awaiting you. Okay. Coming out of this phase of the Hermit, coming out of this reflection and contemplation, all right, that time with yourself, spiritual growth, okay, you're stepping into new waters, and it's a new journey. All right. And this is about you taking the leap of faith. And it's also about you taking that first step towards your goals, towards your dreams, your desires, and everything it is that you're willing, that you're wanting to create. And I see you here as the King of Wands. It's that passion within you, that fuel and that drive for success. Okay, it's gonna come from a place within you that is your passion. All right, you need to connect to your heart and start feeling what it is that you feel passionate about. All right, when I look at the King of Wands, he's all passion, he's all fire, and he's successful in moving forward on his path of leadership with that passion and fire that he has. Sometimes he can be a little reckless. Okay, if I was doing this as a relationship reading, I'd be reading it completely different, but I'm not. This is a general reading, and what I'm getting here is move towards your dreams and your desires. Go for what makes you feel passionate. Connect to your heart chakra and move towards your dreams. Okay, this is about you doing the work to create abundance, but it's also the abundance that's around you. It's like you've planted the seeds, and now you need to take steps and so the Eight of Pentacles is after the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, you've planted those seeds. Okay, you're watering that garden, you're contemplating about what that next step is going to be. All right, what I'm getting here is now it's almost working your land. So say if you had planted your flowers or planted your crop, now you want to reap that harvest, right? You need to work the land, whether you need to water those flowers and watch them grow. So you're putting in the work that you need to in order to create the success that you're wanting to create for yourself. So, and you have so much support here that I'm feeling. This again, I'm reminded of, there's a need for you to focus on everything you have. Don't focus on the lack, okay? Let me go further into what messages they have. So give me a card for the Hermit here. Let's tell this, what is the card? Give me a card of the Hermit. Clarity for the Hermit. So let's start with those. We have the Nine of Pentacles underneath the Hermit card. So I feel like some of you will have just come out of when I look at the Nine of Pentacles, it reminds me of the Single Lady card. And you're coming out of this phase of, if there was an ending in a relationship, okay, you're in this place where you're on your own now, but you have so much going for you, okay? You're comfortable in your garden, you're creating your world, and you feel confident, okay, there. So underneath the Hermit card, when I look at this, the Hermit card and the Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing that you're getting confident about your path and where you're meant to be and what it is that you're wanting to create. Okay, this is when I look at the Nine of Pentacles, it's also about abundance to me. Okay, but you're stepping forward. You've come out of this period of reflection and you're stepping forward onto your path, but you're stepping forward with confidence because you've gained that strength from being in a place of quiet contemplation and reflection. You're moving towards your dreams, your desires, your wishes, and those things that you want to manifest. Because right next to it, we have the Nine of Cups. Now, sometimes it can be, I don't really look at the Nine of Cups and negative, you know, some people have negative aspects with the Nine of Cups. So to me, it's wishes fulfilled, okay? You're coming out of a period also where I feel it would have been stagnation, and your wishes are coming into fruition, okay? This is about you moving towards your goals and your desires. And now I feel you're more in a place of taking the steps in order to create so that you can see the abundance that's coming to you. See those wishes come into fruition, okay? And I'm going to ask for clarity for the King. Give me clarity for the King of Wands. Asking for clarity for the King of Wands card. Yeah. So I almost get the sense and feeling here, there was this really stagnant energy and also holding on to stuff that wasn't serving you, and that, you know, you're actually breaking free of that, because because as you use this energy, sorry, I apologize, as you use this energy of we're looking at the King of Wands as an energy, as you use your passions, okay, you're breaking free of that stagnant energy. It's been a period of a lot emotions running high also, and holding on to a lot of the old past feelings and emotions, and you've been going through a period of releasing here, but there's something that you're still holding on to that seems to be a block in order for you to manifest the abundance that you're wanting to manifest. It's like you start moving forward on your path and creating, and then you get into this place of feeling stuck. And I feel more so it's because there's a reluctance to let go of something. That's what I'm really feeling. When I look at the King of Wands here, he's looking kind of to the right and almost behind him. So I feel that this is about looking at something from the past. There's something that you're holding on to there. And, you know, once you let that go and you break free, okay, and get out of that thinking, you know, like there seems to be a lot of mental conflict that I'm still picking up here, okay? But once you let go and you just follow your true heart's desire, this is about you following your true heart's desire, you'll see the abundance is there for you. All your hard work is about to pay off. Everything that you've done up to this point, that work that you've been putting in, is about to be paid off. You have the 10 of Pentacles right underneath the 8 of Pentacles. This is the card of the work and the effort that you've been putting in, okay? You now are manifesting that abundance, happy home, happy life. You know, it's having all your dreams and desires right in front of you that have blossomed and come into fruition. So looking at this week ahead, okay, you're still in a period of, I feel, reflection, all right, healing, and working through some of the emotions that have come up for you, all right, and the things that you've been letting go of up to this point. I feel that there's going to be finding a balance, okay, of that, what you've let go, what you've released. There's a lot of heart chakra energy here, so there might have even been some relationships that came to completion that I feel would have been karmic, okay, and you're moving away from that. You're moving away independently on your own, free of your past. Once you do that, you're going to see, when you've taken that leap of faith and you trust in the universe and your guides and angels to guide you forward, you're going to see the abundance that is awaiting you. All right, but I feel that the only block there is are really your own personal thoughts, feelings, and emotions. It's things that you're holding on to mentally that seem to be your worst block. And a part of that is about fear. You need to trust your intuition about your path. You are being guided by your angels and your guides. And know that you're not on your own, okay? That there's a lot of support coming in around you. And if you know, sometimes if you feel like you need some help, don't be afraid to ask for help. Reach out to your friends if you feel like you need that support. You know, sometimes we need to talk to people, but get yourself out of that mental conflict, that mind space. Pursue your heart's desires. Pursue what you feel passionate about. Be willing to take a leap of faith, and watch that when you take the leap of faith, the new doors of opportunities that are going to be flying open for you. See the world as this wondrous universe. Look at the beauty, appreciate it, be in a place of gratitude. Open your heart, okay? Because I feel that there's divine energy wanting to come in here, and there's a lot of emphasis on healing the heart. There's also something about speaking your authentic truth. Let go of those things that don't serve you and move forward with confidence. And above all, make yourself a priority. Love, honor, and respect yourself, okay? And believe in your dreams. Believe that you can do the things that you want to. You have the support of the angels, your guides, and the universe is supporting you. Take that leap of faith. God bless. Don't forget to please like and subscribe so I can get my channel up and going. Thank you for listening today. I am going to be posting zodiac readings, as I said. I'm wishing you a beautiful and blessed week ahead. Thanks so much. Sat Nam.